Let's get real. Chasing women isn't confidence, it's desperation. It's easy to confuse the two, but there's a world of difference. When you're always running after someone, you're not showing strength. You're showing that you don't believe you're enough on your own. You're running after her, hoping to prove your worth, but all you're showing is neediness. True confidence stands still. It doesn't chase approval or validation. It's about knowing your value and not feeling the need to constantly prove it to someone else. It draws people in because it's solid and self-assured. People are naturally attracted to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who don't need to chase or beg for attention. Think about fishing. You don't dive in after the fish, you set the bait and let them come to you. The best fishermen are patient, calm, and confident that the right catch will come along if they do things right. Chasing is like splashing around, scaring away the best catches. The more frantic your energy, the more you push away what you want most. Confidence is quiet, desperation is loud and obvious. It's texting back instantly, agreeing with everything, always being available, and never having your own boundaries or priorities. It's dropping your life for a chance to see her, rearranging your plans at the last minute, and putting her needs above your own every single time. That's not attractive, it's a red flag. It signals that you don't have your own life, your own passions, or your own sense of self-worth. High-value women spot this from a mile away. They're looking for someone who brings value to the table, not someone who's just looking to be completed by them. The more you chase, the more you signal she's the prize, and you're not. You're telling her and yourself that your happiness depends on her attention. You put her on a pedestal, making her your only source of happiness. That's a heavy burden for anyone to carry, and it's not fair to either of you. That's not a partnership, it's a burden. Relationships should be about two whole people coming together, not one person trying to fill the emptiness in another. Why would anyone want to be responsible for your happiness? Stop running after her, stand your ground, build your own value. Focus on your goals, your growth, and your passions. Let people come to you. When you're living your life fully, people are drawn to your energy and confidence. Confidence is knowing you're enough, with or without her. It's about being content with who you are and not needing someone else to validate your worth. Don't make her your finish line. Your life is about more than just winning someone over. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Be the man who doesn't need to chase. Be the man who attracts, who stands tall, and who knows his own worth, no matter who's watching. Chasing isn't about love, it's about validation. You're handing your self-worth to someone else, letting their attention define you. All that energy spent impressing her, use it to build yourself. When you lose your own goals, hobbies, and opinions, you become a shell. Real connection comes from two whole people, not one person performing for approval. Stop seeking validation. Create your own value. Meet Matt, the king of chasing. Matt was always on the move, constantly searching for validation and affection, hoping that if he just tried hard enough, he'd finally be enough for someone else. He'd drop everything for a date, canceling plans at the last minute and rearranging his entire schedule just to be available. He'd change himself to fit what he thought women wanted, molding his personality and interests to match theirs, even if it meant pretending to be someone he wasn't. He let his mood depend entirely on their attention. Matt started losing touch with his friends, skipping out on things he once loved, and neglecting his health and well-being. He spent money he didn't have, lost sleep, and ended up exhausted and broke, all in the name of trying to impress. But women sensed his desperation. Instead of drawing them closer, it pushed them away, making real connection impossible. One finally told him, "Matt, I can't be your everything, get a life." It stung, but it was the truth he needed to hear. That was his wake-up call. For the first time, Matt really looked at himself and questioned what he was doing. He realized he'd lost himself trying to win others. Chasing left him empty, disconnected from who he truly was and what made him happy. Matt knew he needed to rebuild, to become whole on his own, and to find fulfillment within himself before seeking it from others. Don't be Matt, don't lose yourself for approval. True confidence comes from knowing and valuing who you are, not from chasing someone else's acceptance. Matt made a change. No more chasing. He focused on himself, health, work, friendships, and passions. He built a life he was proud of, not one designed to impress. His confidence grew from his own achievements, not someone else's attention. He reconnected with friends, found new energy, and became genuinely happy. Suddenly people noticed. He wasn't seeking attention, but he got it. He stopped trying to impress and became impressive. He became the man he always wanted to be. He stopped chasing and became someone worth pursuing. That's how you flip the script. Here's the truth: stop chasing women. When you spend your time and energy constantly seeking validation from others, you lose sight of your own potential. Instead, redirect that focus inward. Use that energy to build a life you love, one that inspires you to wake up every morning with purpose. Invest in your own growth, your skills, and your happiness. Focus on your mind, body, spirit, and finances. Develop discipline, learn new things, and challenge yourself to become better every day. Pursue your goals, your health, your passions. Explore your interests, try new hobbies, and push your limits. Build a life that excites you every day, a life that feels meaningful and authentic to who you are. Real confidence comes from achievement, not approval. When you accomplish your own goals, you naturally radiate self-assurance. High-value women want a man with his own purpose and mission. They're attracted to someone who knows where he's going and isn't afraid to walk his own path. They want a partner, not a project. Someone who brings value, joy, and stability into their lives, not someone who needs fixing. When you're fulfilled, you have something real to offer. You become someone who uplifts others, who inspires and supports those around you. Stop seeking validation. Become a man of substance. Let your actions and your character speak for you. Build your dreams, your health, your wealth, for you. Make your life a reflection of your highest standards and values. When you're truly happy and confident, the right people will come. You'll attract those who appreciate you for who you are. The queen will find your kingdom. She'll be drawn to the life you've built and the man you've become. Stop chasing. Become the man worth being chased. Focus on your journey and let everything else fall into place.